Welcome to Bible Stories Dramatized, your top choice YouTube channel for epic and timeless Bible stories just as they happened. Before you continue watching, please subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, share, and turn on the notification bell for more. Thank you. Happy watching. The Forbidden Fruit, How Paradise Was Lost. Oops. Imagine a place where there is no pain, no sickness, no hunger, and no death. A world so perfect that every animal lives in peace, rivers sparkle like diamonds, and fruits grow in every color you can imagine. That place was called the Garden of Eden. It was a paradise, God's most beautiful creation. And in the center of this paradise lived two very special people, Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve had everything. They didn't have to work for food because trees were full of delicious fruit. They didn't have to fear anything because no animals ever attacked them. They could walk and talk with God, the one who created them, like a friend. But there was one rule, just one. God had placed two special trees in the middle of the garden, the tree of life, which could let them live forever, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God told Adam and Eve, "You may eat from any tree in the garden, except this one, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The day you eat from it, you will surely die." It was a simple rule. Obey God, and everything would stay perfect. But deep in the shadows of the garden, someone was watching. Someone who wanted to destroy everything, the sneaky serpent. One day, Adam had gone out into the field. Now as Eve was walking near the forbidden tree, something unusual happened. A voice whispered from the branches. She turned her head and gasped. A serpent was speaking to her. "Did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden?" The serpent hissed, tilting its head. Eve was shocked, but she answered, "No, we may eat from the trees. But God said we must not eat from this one, or even touch it, or we will die." The serpent let out a low chuckle. "Die?" it said smoothly. "You will not surely die. God knows that if you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will become like Him, knowing good and evil." Eve looked at the fruit. It was beautiful. It glowed under the golden sunlight. It looked sweet, juicy, delicious. But more than that, she started to wonder, why would God keep this from us? What if the serpent is right? What if I can become wise, just like God? She reached out. Her fingers trembled as they touched the smooth skin of the fruit. Then she plucked it. She hesitated for just a moment. But then, she took a bite. Nothing happened. No thunder, no fire, no sudden death. Instead, the fruit tasted wonderful. Sweet, rich, full of flavor she had never experienced before. And in that moment, something changed. Later, when she was with Adam, probably after his return from the field, she transferred her sin. You may wonder how? She offered him, Adam, the fruit. Adam hesitated. He remembered what God had said. But Eve had already eaten and nothing had happened to her. Maybe, just maybe, the serpent was right. And so, he took a bite. Eyes opened, the first sin. The moment Adam swallowed the fruit, a strange feeling washed over them. Their eyes were opened, but not in the way they expected. Suddenly, they realized something shocking: they were naked. For the first time ever, they felt shame. They scrambled to grab leaves and tie them together to cover themselves. But something else was wrong. The garden didn't feel as warm and welcoming as before. The wind blew cold. The trees, once full of joy, seemed to whisper sadness. Something had changed. Then, they heard something that filled them with terror. Footsteps. Not just any footsteps. God's footsteps. The confrontation. "Adam, where are you?" God's voice echoed through the trees. Adam and Eve hid behind a bush. For the first time, they were afraid of God. But God already knew what had happened. He looked at them and asked, "Did you eat from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam's heart pounded. He didn't want to take the blame. So he pointed at Eve. "The woman you gave me, she gave me the fruit." Eve gasped and turned to God. It wasn't my fault. The serpent tricked me." God looked at the serpent. It had lied. It had destroyed the perfect world. And now, everyone had to face the consequences. The punishment. God turned to the serpent first. "Because you have done this, you will crawl on your belly and eat dust all the days of your life. And one day, a child born from this woman will crush your head." Then he turned to Eve. "Because you disobeyed, you will have great pain in childbirth, and your husband will rule over you." And finally, he turned to Adam. "Because you listened to your wife instead of obeying me, the ground is now cursed. You will have to work hard for your food, and one day, you will return to the dust from which I made you." Adam and Eve felt heartbroken. Their perfect life was over. Banished from Eden. Then, the saddest moment of all happened. God made clothing from animal skins for Adam and Eve. For the first time, an animal had to die. And then God sent them away. An angel with a flaming sword was placed at the entrance of Eden, guarding the tree of life so they could never return. As Adam and Eve stepped into the unknown world, their hearts were heavy. They had lost paradise. But before they left, God gave them a promise. One day, a Savior would come. A child, born from a woman, who would destroy the serpent and bring people back to God. And so, though the world would now be filled with pain, sorrow, and death, there was still hope. The moral lesson: the story of Adam and Eve is not just about their mistake, it's about all of us. We all face temptation. We all have choices to make. And just like Adam and Eve, when we do wrong, there are consequences. But the good news is that God never stops loving us. And just like He promised Adam and Eve, He made a way for us to be saved. A way back to Him. Would you have eaten the fruit if you were in the garden? Tell me in the comments below. And please, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories. Thank you for watching this great Bible story dramatized. We want to hear your opinions, questions, and thoughts in the comments section. Before you leave, please help us subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, share to others, and turn on the notification bell for more contents. Please. Thank you.